Hey guys, I get a lot of questions about painting upholstery and painting fabric with Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. Well, I wanted to take a minute because I'm working on a project here in the store that you're going to be interested in that you won't see until you come in. It's a secret little project, but so I wanted to take the time and share it with you. I'm actually using the paint to dye fabric, and I've been at it today, and if you'll come and zoom in with me, I wanted to show you what I've been doing. So I took Florence, which is this beautiful bright turquoise color of Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. It's a chalk-based paint. There's no latex, no acrylics, no methyl acrylates, nothing in there that's plastic. It's chalk and water and some pigment. It's a fabulous product, and I've used it to dye a big piece of fabric today. And as you can see, the color is incredibly vibrant. And I've done this just by adding water to the Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. So have a look at my mix here. It's just water and some chalk paint. Now, depending on how bright and vibrant you want that color to be, will depend, it's how you're gonna mix your dye. But it's just paint and water. And the longer you let it sit, the longer and better that pigment gets, and the richer the color. So I'm just using some really thin, beautiful cheesecloth light ticking. And so I wanted to show you how I got that done. So I've filled this clear container here with some water, and I'm gonna actually add navy. Navy, if you don't know it, is the color of the year for 2020. And it's a fabulous color. It's a fabulous neutral that'll complement all your grays and your beiges. It's beautiful. So what I'm gonna do with this navy is I'm actually just gonna pour it in my water here in this container. And I like to mix enough of that paint in there that I'm gonna get a beautiful color. And if it's not enough, guess what? I just add more. So I'm gonna mix this up. Paint stick is essential unless you like to get messy like I do. And I just mix that paint into that water mixture. And I'm getting a beautiful rich blue. Do you want to zoom in and see how beautiful that blue is? So I think the color here is exquisite, and you want to make sure that all the paint that's sitting at the bottom here is getting mixed in so that when you add your fabric, the color deposits evenly. So if there are clumps of paint that you haven't mixed, they're going to leave blobs of color, and your dye is going to settle in unevenly, and you're going to get uneven color and heavier color patches in areas than you would in others. All right, so I think that's very well mixed in there. I'm going to add the fabric. All right, so this is 10 feet of white cheesecloth with some really beautiful gray stripes, and I'm just going to press that in and down, and you can already see that color taking to the fabric, and it's so rich and it's so beautiful. This is a new color that's come out from Annie Sloan. It was released just this year, so in 2019 it was released, and it has been named the color of the year by, gosh, almost every design magazine. And we are going to be showing some beautiful things you can do with navy in your own decor all the way through 2020, all the way up to the holidays. It's going to be a lot of fun. Navy is just such a beautiful, rich color. And as you can see, this blue has already taken to the fabric just marvelously. And if I was to pull it out now, I would get a beautiful indigo blue. Okay, and you want to make sure that you're moving that fabric around so you don't miss any spots. So that white spot has not yet absorbed any of the water mixture. So you want to definitely get your hands in there, or your stir stick if you want to preserve your manicure. Get it in there, move that fabric about, and get that color really mixed into your fabric. So I'm actually going to leave this much longer than just a few minutes, and that's how I achieve that beautiful Florence turquoise color, is by leaving it for about 3 hours. I want this to be rich. I want it to make a statement so that when you come into the store, you're going to say, gosh, is that Oxford Navy? It absolutely is. So I know your minds are going a mile a minute because you're thinking about all the projects that you can do this year with Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. and using it as a dye, not just a paint. If you have questions, come and see me. If you want to paint upholstery, come and see me. Or just shoot me a message through Messenger and I'll answer all your questions. But this is going to be fabulous. Come on in and see what we do with it, guys. That's all from Vintage Arts. See you soon.